It's joke, no joke, no joke. Oh. You know what it is. Keep on hating. You know what it is. Choke, no joke. I'm in the building. You already know. Truth be told, all day, every day, even on the holiday. All right. And as you can see, I got my blue on. Keep it crimping, baby. Choke, no joke. I'm in the building. Y'all already know. It's a special West Coast night tonight. Got my man Daz Dillinger in the building. For all you sucker niggas out there hating on my nigga Daz Dillinger. You know what I mean? Out here stealing. You know what I mean? Forging stuff. Porky. Choke, no joke. I'm in the building. You already know. All right. Shout out to CC Crippen first in the building. My fellow Americans, salute in the building. Michelle Frizzy's here. All right. Black Jack in the building. All right. My man, Do Things is in the building. All right. The Jen and E in the building. True Magic, what up? Choke, no joke. Darius, what up? Kareem Smiggity in the building. All right. Black Jedi in the building. We're all here now. Jay Arthur, what up? The man Daz Dillinger's in the building. He over here blowing it down. Y'all can't see him. Lucky nigga over there blowing that good ass chronic. You know what I mean? Choke, no joke. You already know. Let's get the show started. Truth be told, all day, every day. Let's go. Daz Dillinger tonight. We live, baby.
I do it. This is a diss, would be specific. Hit you with a sub, you blacklisted. A third tour, it's ridiculous. You in the crowd, babysitting. Mad at pics, fans flicking. You got a Billy, they dick licking. Kids, your son and dad missing. You duck in the swab, results prison. I see your faces, the mad prism. Y'all rats, are you kidding? And if you sign, you have no wisdom. Integrity missing, money mission. Lamar Latrells in your system. Camel licking, nerves switching. Are y'all kidding? Y'all Virginian. Success, y'all dream sex. Sold a lot of units, but still checks. Squares, Nike, I run with checks. People use Marcy as pets. I move his skin, you on your head. All your tunes are dead. You ugly like your dreads. No bag, I'm on your head. No fag, I'm my shooter. You the glad Duke shooter. You do balls but no hooters. Choke, no joke, I am the future. With no Malloy, you play with boys. Be out here wishing she was a boy. You her decoy, you her bitch. Choke, no joke, I am the shit. Yo, Cam, get off my dick. Mad Jim, king of the dips. Without Jewels, you have no hits. Your last hit was True Life. When he caught you with that right. Yo, Big Joe, am I right? Nigga Dane saved your life. And then you crossed him for home. Got on stage with Ho. You an actor, you ain't Poe. Joke, no joke. You already know. Yo, man, I'm done, man.
Choke, no joke. Chiggy, choke, no joke. Choke, no joke. Chiggy, choke, no joke. We here now. I got some Wine or something. I don't know what that is. All right. But choke no joke, I'm in the building. You already know, truth be told, all day, every day, even on the holiday, even on the crippin' day. Got my man Daz Dillinger in the building. If you don't know who Daz is, then you must have been sleeping under a rock for the last 35 years. You know what I mean? I'm talking about Daz Dillinger from the Dogg Pound, DPG, Death Row Records. All right, you already know the one and only, the West Coast King, the one who did all the beats that you danced to and you thought it was another nigga that did the beats. We got my man Daz Dillinger in the building. You
What's
already
up,
know.
choke, no joke.
What's good?
Oh man, you know, balancing it out, man. Keep pushing. Smoking.
You know what I mean? What's going on with you, Daz?
Man, you know, swinging through this universe, you know, fighting for the music, man. You know, who else gonna do it? If you don't do it, then you'll be reading and looking at yourself in some documentary on how they didn't took your shit. Like you look at them Barry White, you know, them Barry White documentaries and shit. You like, damn. You know?
It's been going on for a long time.
Yeah, they've been fucking niggas for a long time in this business.
Yeah, man. So I see you out here pushing some hard copies. I think that's what everybody need to do is go back to these hard copies, man. You know what I mean? That's the only way you're gonna see some money because these streaming, they robbing us. It's 1 for me, 2 for you, 2 for me, 4 for me, 4 for you, 8 for me. They robbing us with the streaming.
They robbing us. The CEOs making more money than the CEOs of the company.
So what I seen the Chronic one. What was that other CD you held up?
This is the one I just came out with on 420 called More Weed for Sale.
Okay. And where can they buy that at?
At thatniggadads.com or the link in my bio. But it's online too. So you can get the digital copies all over on all the platforms, but you can get the physical copy from me, signed, sealed, delivered, coming straight from the source, you know?
Yeah, that's the best way to go, man.
Or
we
got it back to the independent.
Us, like as a collective, as a hip-hop culture, everybody needs to go back to hard copies, CDs, or thumb drives, and
8-track.
8-track, cassette, some. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you know, people could start seeing their money because these labels, they robbing people with the streaming, and a lot of people don't even know. You probably signed a record deal before streaming was even invented. It's probably not even in your goddamn contract.
The streaming ain't in the contract. It has CDs, tapes, and laser discs.
Yeah, laser disc. That was the other one.
Yeah, so, if you had anything Blu-ray, you know.
So if the label puts your music out right now and you under that old contract, they should be liable to be sued for copyright infringement or in a bunch of stuff, right?
But you know, I don't know if they got some little word in there that says future intelligence or future, you know, shit like that, you know. That's now when they doing them 360 deal. Now they you know, they smart. Back then they didn't know about all that Steve Jobs shit.
Right.
But now they do.
They started getting hip to that shit when Napster came out.
Yeah, around that way, yeah.
Yeah, because remember, all the labels was mad at Napster, and then they turned around and created their own Napster.
Yeah, but I've been stopped signing contracts.
Right. So right now, you in the news right now for, you know, you and Snoop, y'all got a love-hate relationship. 1 minute, y'all niggas is on stage. Y'all done been hanging out with y'all niggas. Y'all on stage together. Next minute, you cursing this nigga out. Next minute, he cursing you out. Then y'all cool again. And then y'all cursing each other out. So where y'all at right now?
Where we at right now is, you know, he doing this thing over there. I'm doing my thing. And just, you know, we push it. You know, you do your thing, I do my thing. And I want my thing over there. Half of that shit over there, I'm coming to get because, you know, I did a 35-year copyright reversion act. You know what I'm saying? Where after 35 years, but you got to do it at the last 2 years of the 35 years.
Right.
And then you get everything back, starting with the Chronic album first. Starting with this is the first album we get back. Publishing, beat-wise, all that shit. So Dr. Dre got to knock on our door because I think I'm the only one that exercising that right. Everybody else, you know, they give him respect. Dr. Dre, Snoop, yeah, I can't do that. Man, shit, this is business.
Right.
And he ain't worried about you. He on the beach, but you're snipping a colada.
It's definitely business, but I just seen Snoop show you love for your birthday. Oh yeah, happy belated birthday too.
Happy belated trolling, yeah. I trolled his ass. That's a 2-year message from 24, I think. But you know, I'm
man,
kicking it up.
Life is too short, man. Yeah, hopefully y'all you know, y'all get it right. But you know, everything don't mean
life ain't too short. You just gotta stay. Life ain't too short. You just gotta stay healthy and know what you know. You know.
Right.
You know. And I'll never say life is too short. You know all that. I say life is too long.
Right.
So we got a long way to go. You just gotta stay healthy, man. It's all about being smart, having knowledge of self, knowing what to eat, not to eat, and how to eat.
Right.
And how to smoke. Yeah, man.
Speaking of health, how's Corrupt doing?
He doing good. He back on the microphone, so you know.
Right.
Everything good when you back on that mic.
Can you say what was wrong with him?
What was wrong with him? You know, just drinking.
No.
So, you know, he cut all that shit out. He stopped smoking cigarettes. He just straight up. Now you got to understand who the new Corrupt is now. The sober Corrupt. You know what I'm saying? Probably the more serious Corrupt when you look at things. You know what I'm saying? When you drunk high and shit, you know, you let shit pass. When you're sober, you know, you people everything.
Right. So you know, let's talk about Death Row, the early days, you know, all the way up until this point. Like when Death Row started and y'all got over there, were y'all messing with Death Row before it was Death Row? Like when Suge was still messing with Eazy-E in them? Was things being developed in at that point?
It was still Death Row Records. Yeah, Death Row, most definitely. At Solar, anything that happened at Solar Records was Death Row.
Right.
That was Dick Griffey. He was the Suge Knight of the 70s and shit.
When you say Dick Gregory was the Suge Knight of the 70s,
no,
which thing?
Dick Griffey.
Oh, Dick Griffey.
Dick Griffey. He owned Solar Records, you know, the Whispers, Lake Star, Babyface, all that shit. You know, all that no parking, baby.
No parking on the dance floor. Yeah, that's the joint. Damn, that's him?
Yeah, that's Dick Griffey, man. He owned all that shit. He even owned the Soul Train. All that shit.
Right.
He was the man. He was the man. So we used his studio to create the Chronic because he was in business with Suge Knight.
Right.
You know, helping Dr. Dre get out of that contract.
So when I'm sure you've seen the Welcome to Death Row and all these other documentaries and everything. So the way I look at Death Row, it looked like it started with Harry O and David Kenner. It seemed like
started with niggas that was in jail, you know, manifested out the niggas in jail, you know.
Right. It seemed like David Kenner was a undercover CEO or undercover partner. Like he wasn't just like no lawyer. It looked like he had his hands more in the business than just being an entertainment lawyer.
David Kenner was a motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? As you look at him now, he look old with brand new teeth and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? It looks shriveled up, but David Kenner was getting paid though.
Yeah, he was getting paid. He had the entertainment and the criminal side.
Yeah, he was getting paid, period. You know what I'm saying? So he should be straight. If he ain't got no money, something wrong.
Right. So Suge, I talked to Suge for a minute for like 2 years, and I met him through one of my homies from Detroit. He used to be on the Jack with Suge. I don't know how he met Suge, but one day we was on the phone and he told me he was talking to Suge and he clicked Suge on the three-way. And I was telling Suge, I met him one day back with Whack 100. This dude Avery, he was managing Ludacris.
Yeah.
Right? And we was over there at the W that was right there next to that Denny's on that hill and shit. So something happened where Avery was managing Ludacris and Whack and them niggas was trying to make Ludacris give back some money or pay some money or whatever. And Avery called me. He like, yo, Cho, come on. I need you. Come help me. Come hold me down. But he ain't tell me he got beef with motherfucking Suge and these niggas. So I ride over there. I park my car. I still got the car running. Not knowing this nigga got beef. I'm just thinking this nigga got a problem. I go over there. We say, he like, yo, just stand right here. Hold me down. Next thing you know, this red Benz pull up. Nigga, Whack get out the driver's seat. Suge get out the back with a cane. This is after he had got shot. So this is around 2005.
Yeah.
So they came over there. Whack is, whoa, doing a whole lot of yelling and woofing in it, but he ain't swinging, he ain't punching. He just, hey, just loud.
And I blow your house down.
Right. so I'm just standing there, like when him and Suge came on, Suge gave me a pound, I gave him a pound. I don't know him, I ain't shake Whack hand. Him and Avery, they standing face to face with each other. They Whack doing all that wolfing and stuff, and then Suge just looking at me like, yo, your man better not hit him. And I'm bluffing Suge like, well, your man better not hit him, because I ain't got near gun. These niggas done had, when they pulled up, I seen about 8 young niggas and girls. They going between the cars up the hill in there, the W, they hiding. I know these niggas is strapped and shit. Yeah. But so they beefing and stuff. And then this Crip nigga, I don't know who the Crip nigga was. That nigga came out, he had 2 45s in his waist. Said, Whack, get the fuck out of here, Whack. Then him and Suge went and got in the car, them niggas took off. Pew.
Yeah.
I don't know who that Crip nigga was, but
probably was with Ludacris or something.
Might have been. I don't know. But whoever he was, he saved the goddamn day. They didn't want no smoke with this nigga.
Yeah.
But what was Whack around Death Row when you was there?
No.
So why does he act like he knows so much about Death Row?
He came in on the later end when everybody was gone. 99, 2000, 2001, and all that,
So let me ask you a question. Because, your man Reggie put out a book, Confessions of a Label Boss. Was Reggie running Death Row Records?
He was running shit, you know what I'm saying, as far as, whatever Suge told him to do, day-to-day operations and shit like that. He was the police. Shit.
So who was running it? Was it him or was it Michelle A?
All three of them, collective, until it got uncollective, that's just the opportunity everybody was just stealing.
So why Suge act like Reggie lying when he said that he was running the label?
Suge got bipolar or something, man. I don't know. How old is he?
Should got to be about 60, right? 57, 58.
Yeah, I know people that get dementia like that,
Okay. Well,
his teeth is coming. His teeth is coming out.
You just made Reggie happy right now. Like, I told y'all I was running Death Row. I told y'all I was running.
He was running that shit right in the ground. But it didn't produce no hits over there.
Yeah. He tried to act like Death Row made more money when he was in charge than when Suge was in charge.
Hell no, they were spending money more than they was making.
Right.
He was using people money to steal shit from doing buyouts with motherfuckers and shit like that, probably.
Right.
They don't know.
I got a question I know nobody ever asked you before.
Yeah.
Do you know Rafael Perez and David Mack and them? Because your cousin Joe Cool, he said he seen them up there at Death Row. Big C Style said he seen them up there at Death Row. Layla said she seen them up there at Death Row. Jimmy Iovine, Chief Bernard Park said they was working up there at Death Row. Trady from the East Siders, he said he knew them from up there at Death Row. So
I ain't never really seen them up there because my job was continuing in the booth. I was in the studio most of the time, but if there was a police officer and they was around Death Row, had to be a Reggie Wright connection. Reggie the Diaper Wright, you know.
What you go? You know Omar Bradley?
I don't know. You talking about the mayor? I heard of him. Yeah, I heard of the mayor.
Yeah, because he told me he had a fight with Rafael Perez up at Death Row. No, he had a fight with Suge, and Rafael Perez was there. He played chess with Rafael Perez that day, and then him and Suge had a fight, and he washed Suge up. You heard that before?
That's probably on the Death Row side. You don't know what's going on that side. I was on the Dogg Pound side, you know what I'm saying? So we never knew really what was going on their side because we was always on our side. And, we really separated ourselves, most of the time from all the shit that they getting in, you know what I'm saying? Because we had our own problems in our own neighborhood.
So when you say, so it was the Dogg Pound and the Death Row side, is that more of the DPC Crip side? I mean,
yeah.
Mall Piru?
Yeah, that's all Compton, Piru, and Dogg Pound, Long Beach, you know what I'm saying? It's right next door to each other, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we really concerned about what we got going on. You know why? We got to go home. So we dealing with our own problems. We're not dealing with their problems, you know what I'm saying? But then we'll hear about everybody's problems, but you don't know what to believe because a lot of people be just talking and shit.
Right.
So,
even Marv James, he did an interview with him and Reggie. He said that, man, at Death Row, we had police that was robbing banks.
I mean, that shit. I don't know. I really just stayed to myself, really,
Right.
It's all out. If everybody said, then it must be true. I just stay away from all they motherfucking asses. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I stay out their business. They stay the fuck out of mine.
I see this dude now. He's doing an interview named Wag Deuce. You heard of him?
Never heard of him.
Yeah, he doing an interview right now saying he was at Death Row and all this stuff. I never heard of this dude.
Because there was a lot of niggas over there. Everybody was getting money. It was like a motherfucking county building, GR, SNAP program and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
EBT, that type of shit. Sugar had everybody over there working. If you a crash dummy, you a top contender. It was a lot of those.
Right. So, what you go? This whole thing about there was a bounty on Death Row chains. When you was at Death Row, you ever heard about you had to worry about your Death Row chain getting taken?
I ain't have to worry about that. We from Long Beach, the city of Crips. We don't even come out. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's Death Row. How they do their thing, but we ain't never had to experience none of that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? We from Long Beach, so it's a whole nother vibe. Ain't no Bloods in Long Beach. All Crips.
Did you know Orlando Anderson from Long Beach?
He's not from Long Beach. He's from Compton. I never met him before in my life.
Yeah. Which call you know that Trayvon Lane was from Long Beach, right?
Nah, Trayvon from Compton.
No, Trayvon originally from Long Beach.
Yeah, but he represent Compton, wherever he from.
Right. Because him and Reggie got into it, and he's like, yeah, you just mad because you originally a Long Beach Crip.
That nigga Reggie will make up any motherfucking thing to try to sue you. He just look for some money from anybody with.
Yeah, but he said that Trayvon was originally a Long Beach Crip, and that him and Orlando Post originally knew each other from Long Beach.
He the police. He know every motherfucking thing. He got the scanners and shit in his house in his bed with the diaper on. Don't you got a diaper, Reg?
He definitely got a diaper.
What you a double legs or a 3X? You gotta lift your legs up like this, or they just snatch it off the side, snatch that motherfucker off, and you tell him, I shit it. Big baby wipes.
Yo, you a
Gullible John is the one right there helping him change his diaper. Don't sue me for that, Reggie. Don't sue me for that.
Yeah, go on, man. You making me lose focus.
Sue Choke No Joke for the jokes.
Hey, what was the atmosphere at Death Row around when Roden Rat Jr. came there and brought all those police around? Y'all niggas wasn't uncomfortable with real police being around y'all?
Now when we smoking and beat niggas up, all that shit, they, let niggas, shit, all this just like the hood, As long as no outside motherfuckers come in there, it was all to the good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then Tupac came, and then, everybody was showing out to get another higher position, I'm going to tell on Choke No Joke so I can get his position in his podcast.
So was the off-duty cops more cool with just Reggie, or were they cool with Suge too?
They probably was cool with Suge. He was paying their asses. They know who the boss was.
Right.
But, everybody was getting paid over that motherfucker. That money was flowing like a nigga shitting in the toilet.
It looked like they, according to the FBI files, niggas was selling drugs out of there.
I don't know about that, but I know them niggas was having money from that rap shit. And Suge was spreading it out. That's probably other niggas that he was trying to put down, or, other little shit like, you recruit niggas, they do other little shit. So, that's the streets, what come with this shit.
Yeah, I would never think Suge was selling drugs. That would be stupid, having so much money. But then you pop up 20 years later, Reggie get federally indicted for goddamn drug trafficking across the country, from Chicago to Memphis to L.A.
He was doing it, Reg. Big Reggie. He was looking at Training Day.
He thought he was Rafael Perez.
Yeah, he got away with the first 25,000. After that, it was a wrap. He was, you know what I'm saying?
That nigga Reggie got caught with over 1,000 grams of meth, 1,000 grams of cocaine, 1,000 grams of some kind of PCP. This nigga had pounds of weed
in his house.
Like, nigga, you was the police and you was out here selling drugs. And his dad had $3 million in his account. His daddy, nigga.
Daddy was chipping off that money too. Shit, he had to. If you got all that money in there, you see, that's why I said you got to look at, if he would do all that shit, then he was still in that death row. You got to look at the two, you know what I'm saying? Change the signatures. That's why I say, like, all that shit was conjured up by Alan Grunblatt and yours truly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they was switching, and they was trying to steal the shit. Like they said, I had sold my publishing, and then when we look at the paperwork, E1 and them couldn't find no paperwork of me selling my catalog or my rights or anything like that. So they had to release that money that they was holding for 10 years in there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When Snoop came in, they seen all that shit. That's when we was cool. So he was letting me see all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Saying that the paperwork was fraud, it was forgery to get this and that. And they was using our publishing for catalog to get money, what they call collateral, to get money for Suge to be paying off his bills and legal bills and shit. So it's all that paperwork in there like that. You know what I'm saying? Huh?
You could get a loan against your catalog.
Yeah, just off Tupac, just off Tupac, All Eyes on Me, the songs I did.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's worth a lot of money right there.
Right.
That Tupac shit is worth a fucking lot of money. And I ain't finna slide for that shit. Fuck that. You only got one chance, one life, and one opportunity. And it's all in my hands, in my name. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck about their money. Just give me my rights, and I'm going to make the money off the rights. You know what I'm saying? I ain't suing it like I'm getting fell off a bridge or shit like this. I'm suing to say, open the books up. I want to see how you mathematized this 91,000 you gave me in 2024.
Right.
And E1 of them is the problem because they the one was stealing and they had all the paperwork. So they gave everybody their albums back, sold Snoop the company because Daz Dillinger was on their ass about mine, you know what I'm saying? So they sold it to Snoop to try to manipulate everybody. Yeah, Snoop got it so everybody would chill. But they sold it to him in the last stages of the life of the catalog, which is 30 years. And then, you know, for the 5, you know, nigga trying to get his money back and all that other shit, but I'm coming to get mine, you know what I'm saying? No hard feelings.
Yo, so the paperwork that went down where this took place, this is after Suge's in jail?
Yeah, this after Suge in jail. And really what the law is, when you go to jail, you ain't even supposed to be operating no company. It's against the law.
Most definitely.
So he was still operating and doing all that other shit. And plus, when you inside like Death Row, you can sign anything. If I did a deal with you, I could sign some shit you wouldn't even know about it.
So you think they was forging his signature?
They was
I
forging
do know for a
everybody's
fact
signature.
they had a rubber stamp.
Yeah, they had a rubber stamp, but they was forging everybody's signature. They get a nigga who could draw a masterpiece. And they had that nigga for $5,000 copy that nigga's signature. You know what I'm saying? One of them hood niggas that draw good.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm going to court and fight. Hey, all this shit is stolen. And I want it all back.
Right.
And they said they're going to Dr. Dre, all that. I pressed it up. Yes, true indeed. Yeah. Because it was stolen from me. Right. Now, where's y'all paperwork at? Where's my royalties in this motherfucker? Since y'all got it back, E1 had it. They was stealing. Now y'all got it. And Dr. Dre sold it quick. He ain't want to deal with all that shit. But where's my royalties at? I produced on there too.
Right.
So
and
I want to
heard you say that they removed y'all from the credits.
Now they removed us on some of the songs on the credit. You know, like when you hear where they don't got our name on there, but they probably got it on there because they figuring out what's what. You know what I'm saying? Because before when they put it back on it wasn't nothing on there. That's
crazy.
And I ain't heard from them. Every time we hit them, you never hear from them. You know, when you send them letters and stuff, they got 30 days. People be bullshitting and shit. So me personally, I ain't got time to be arguing. None of that shit. I'm gonna take you to court. I'm gonna let the facts be the facts because all that begging, here go a letter, can you do all that shit? And they looking at the shit, getting their dick sucked or something.
Right.
So, you know, I ain't got time to argue. I'm just gonna take you to court. Fuck that shit.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's business. Ain't nobody mad at you for taking these dudes to court. You supposed to. That's the only way you're gonna see it because they ain't not gonna come up off of it.
Who else gonna take them to court? I took them to court the first time.
Right.
So I know all the insides and outs and then from the first time. See, I got all that paperwork from the first. See, I'm the only one in the crew took him to court. See, Snoop don't think I got a lot of paperwork, but I do. See, when I asked them for the paperwork, I sent a letter over there stating, can I get all my paperwork from Death Row? Never heard from them. Snooping and bullshit, taking all day. Just give me all the paperwork with my name on it. Let me see it. I have a right to have that as doing business, right? You have a right to ask for your contract to see everything. When they don't give it to you, what you supposed to do? Something is being hidden.
You go to court.
But something is being hidden, though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? E1 got a lot of paperwork that's hidden. So when I asked them for the paperwork, Death Row say, we ain't got no paperwork on the Chronic album. We ain't got no paperwork on All Eyes on Me. We ain't got no paperwork on Doggy Style. Ain't no paperwork on these songs. When we did these songs, they just took off, started putting the records out. Ain't no paperwork in there because all the money was coming to shit. What you need paperwork for?
Right.
So, you know.
That's crazy, man.
But everybody else say, I'm loyal to you, Snoop. I'm loyal to you, Dre. You can treat me like shit, piss on me, everything. I'm not going to say anything. Fuck that. I'm not going for that shit. I'm going over here get mine. This is my name.
Right. Yeah, I seen Cocaine doing interviews recently, speaking out on the same thing, you know. But, you know, this is what the game is. We come into this as fans of the game and we just want to be a part of it. We just want to hear our shit on the radio. We really ain't thinking about business. But then as you get older and you get mature and you learn the business, you realize a lot of people have been taking advantage of you.
Yeah. But you also got to have like when I started signing contracts and stuff, I always needed a notary.
Right.
And everybody out there, when y'all get these contracts and shit, y'all better get a notary. You know what I'm saying? A nigga could do anything when you just signing in the living room or in his office and shit with all his fucking people around and shit like that. Really, because I used to say, I'm not signing that shit, Suge, and I'll bail out.
Right.
Next thing I know, some shit be signed with my name on it. But they fucked up with the D's, though.
Right.
They got everything else correct, but the D's.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, hey, all that shit is forged. Can y'all prove it? Prove it? Because y'all lying too. Can y'all prove it too?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna tell the judge, hey, I don't want no money. I got money. I got money. I just want the rights. Give me the rights.
Right.
I know I got a year left. Expedite that and give it to me early.
Right.
And let's see what the game do then. I'm gonna be the only one out of the crew that owns all his shit.
And producing on them Tupac records.
Yeah, because them Tupac records make records out of records. Them Tupac make records out of records. Like I got a song that's Ambitious of a Rider that Cameron did that I produced that song. I produced that song for Cameron.
Right.
I came to the studio and reproduced that shit, and then Meek Mill's got a song called Ambitious, and it's about 1,000 more Ambitious.
Right.
That I get paid for under that one song. So that Ambitious of a Rider is the father to 40 to 60 to 100 to 1,000 songs made out of that shit. And I know they have to get clearance from them, so that's why I'm going in there. Where's the clearance for this? I'm looking at the shit. Is it in the paperwork? Oh, but I see y'all got money for it. Where's mine? Bam. I don't want to trip. I just want to do 12 in a box. I want them to do like we do in the streets. Give me 12 in a box.
Right.
You know what I mean? Instead of us going back, can we settle? Man, fuck settling. Y'all gonna try to jib me again. Y'all gonna give me less than what it is. Let's let these honkies tell us what we gonna get.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yo, recently in Instagram, I think Instagram Live, you was talking about Snoop and Tupac.
Yeah.
At what point did Dogg Pound fall out with Tupac and Outlawz?
It was a point where after Tupac came with this notion that Snoop and him would be the boss, and we have to go tell them if we wanted some money, we have to go to them and then go to Suge. You know, like some mafia type shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nigga, fuck that. I'm not doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then a little bit later, that's when after the Tupac and Snoop thing in New York and all that other type of shit, then that's when he was like, nigga, I don't want to hear that shit in my house. That Tupac saw all that shit, and that's when it was like, you know, all that shit.
Right. What you call it? I heard, you know, Snoop and all them tell this story about how Pac wanted to fight corrupt or something, and Nate Dogg was like,
that was a true story.
That's
true.
Oh, okay. Now, Suge told me that story, but I'll talk to you about that off the record, because I don't want to bring that up on here. But yeah, so I guess when Pac was gone, y'all didn't get a chance to reconcile with him, or was it you were still cool with him and they had a problem?
They had a problem with him. I was still cool with him, but we were still doing music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He would come over my house and he would, you know, he'd be next door and shit, but we never had a problem. We never argued. I got more songs than anybody. Like I said before, how many songs is Snoop on with Tupac? Every song he owned, I produced.
Right.
Two of America's Most Wanted.
That joint they was dissing Biggie outside of Two of America's Most Wanted.
Yeah, that was like code. That was like what a song called 1-8.
Yeah, 187 something.
Yeah, NY87. Yeah, I produced that one. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the only song I heard Pac outside of America's Most Wanted. Those the only 2 songs they was on together.
Yeah, we had another song called Street Life and all kind of stuff that we did. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was producing a lot of records over there. Them 2-inch motherfucking 2-inch things, them motherfuckers was $250 a piece.
You got them?
Yeah, I still got 2 inches, but I don't
Now,
use them.
do you believe the alleged rumors that Orlando and Keefe D and these 4 guys in the car are the ones responsible for Pac death?
Shit, I don't know what happened. All I know is somebody got killed, and that was it. I wasn't out there. We didn't go. So
Right.
I don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying? We was in the studio, me and Badass. So,
Right.
you know, rest in peace to Badass. But, you know, I don't really know. I know Nate Dogg went out there, but we didn't go. I didn't go, you know.
Right. Nate Dogg went by himself?
Yeah, Nate Dogg went by himself.
Yeah. What about Reggie saying that Suge is responsible for killing Biggie by hiring Poochie? You believe Reggie with that?
I mean, he the police. Crooked. So all I gotta do is say, hey, he the police. Anything's possible when you the police.
Right.
Yeah.
But this nigga be out here talking about niggas are snitching, this, that, and other, but he the one that says Suge killed Biggie. On Vlad verbatim.
Hey.
And he in murder rap saying that shit, and he got Tammy Hawkins or Teresa Swan or whatever her name is to try to set Suge up.
And that was the baby mama. She had all the shit in her name. Death Row was all in her name first.
Tammy Hawkins?
Yeah, everything. The money, everything, nigga. Business license, every motherfucking thing. You know, when you get into it with your bitch, you switch that shit over quick.
Oh, that's right. Oh, okay. So what is one of the or some of the myths about Death Row that aren't true that you could clear?
We ain't never got beat up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We ain't never got touched. We ain't never gotten into no altercation with none of them niggas. You know what I'm saying? They got into altercation with everybody else that was trying to get into Death Row. That's all I could say, you know what I'm saying? But besides that, I don't regret anything that I done. I did it all for a reason. If not, it wouldn't have been done.
Right. Were you in Cali when Big got killed? Yeah, you was, right?
Yeah, I was in Cali. I was asleep, and Corrupt had called me. I woke up, and I just was like, Death Row? Shit.
That's crazy. Because, you know, the interesting thing is that Keefe D says that, well, he called you an off-brand Crip. I'm sure you heard him say that.
I ain't never met Cuz before in my life.
He said he was at the celebrity basketball game with y'all the day before he got killed.
The story he was talking about didn't recollect me. He didn't know who the fuck Daz was because didn't niggas know who he was. Because they only knew our voices. They didn't really know we ain't even shot no videos yet.
Right.
So niggas didn't know who he was. It was just a bunch of niggas probably. He was talking to some other nigga from another neighborhood. But the story that he was giving, I can't recollect that shit. And plus, I got my homeboy Big A from Compton too. And I'm with him, and I know them two probably know each other, but we ain't never came across because I would have knew because I got Big A with me.
Yeah, but they definitely got pictures of like Orlando with Snoop and y'all at the
He ain't got no pictures with me. I wasn't, you know, I be doing my own thing. Remember,
right.
I'm an enforcer. I got my own crew too. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
yeah, they definitely was at that celebrity basketball game though, because the pictures is there. But they in the pictures with
show Daz Dillon with Daz Dillinger in them pictures.
Let me see if I can pull that picture up real quick.
Of a picture with me and Keefe D. You can see a picture of us there, but do you have a picture of me and Keefe D?
Oh no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that.
I'm just saying anybody can take a picture of us being there. Yeah, we was there, but I didn't meet him.
Right.
Remember, we from Long Beach. We was on Gangbang High 1088, you know.
Right.
From anybody, you know what I'm saying? It was on and cracking. So anybody who had a problem or looked like they had a problem with their eyes looking at shit staring, it was a problem.
Right. I mean, y'all think it's the same set, so I wouldn't expect
No,
it
we
to
had
be.
the same set. We just Crips from different neighborhoods. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean,
We from
not the
Long
same
Beach.
set, but you know,
Yeah,
same
I'm
thing.
from Long Beach. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you know, just a city of Crips. Ain't no Bloods. Ain't no nothing. It's all Crips. Long Beach. 20s Insanes. 19th Streets.
Right.
So
Wait,
you
all
know,
right. So
everybody grew up with each other. Everybody cousins damn near in Long Beach.
right. Okay. That's
Yeah.
interesting. Another interesting different perspective, but he damn sure said they was there and shit. And
Yeah, everybody,
you know, Reggie tried to snitch on him. He told the detective Greg Caden that Keefy D and them was the one that killed Big.
man,
And then they ran down on Keefy D and them, and they like, what the fuck you talking about? We was there. We was with Big that night.
Well, shit, like I said before, man, they make up a lot of shit. They go to sleep dreaming of shit to say, and then they say it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's only them that's making up the shit. Ain't nobody else finding them stories but them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
Reggie Wright can make up a whole lot of shit.
Right.
Like he doing just for content.
Yeah, like he be making up talking about something you mentally ill or something. I known you since Magic 2000. Like
I don't know what they talking about. I'm mentally ill. I don't know. I ain't never been diagnosed with none of that shit. My mother is a motherfucking teacher and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And she's an evangelist, so I'm prayed over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ain't no retard, none of that shit. Just a nigga that's smart playing you dummy. You know what I'm saying? I'm the smartest motherfucker. My mother's a school teacher.
Right.
She sung, you know what I'm saying, in the music business. So I know everything. I just be quiet to listen to see if y'all gonna try to play people, then you know how to play people.
Right.
I just let a person talk so I can see what their IQ is, you know what I'm saying? And then I know what to do after that.
Right.
All that, what's up? You ain't all shit, hood shit, you know.
And if you wasn't as intelligent as you are, you think you'd be chasing your money?
If I was a dummy, nope.
You would not be chasing your money if you was. So
Nope.
he damn sure wrong about that.
I always been about my money and my paper. You know, I never asked Snoop for a dime my whole career, you know, because I'm the producer and the artist. So I'm getting paid on both sides. Remember, your ass gap and BMI is the same as your publishing.
100%.
Whatever that money is what your publishing going to be. Your writers is $2,000, $3,000, what your publishing is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And now that they got all this digital shit, you know, you get paid from pre-trials and Amazon pre-trials and all this new shit and this and that and that and that and that. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, the 35 copyright year law thing is that you have to live that long.
Right.
Tupac, Biggie, all of them didn't get to live to see the 35 years to get their music back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I did.
Nigga, you would be at least a $500 million right now if you got all the money for the stuff that you produce.
I'm going to get that. That's the Lord said. I'm going to get it.
Right.
I hear Tupac in my ear. You going to get your money, nigga. He pumping me up to get it. I have dreams with him.
Right.
Me and him smoking, talking about, well, you know, this and that. Because like I said before, when I go after Tupac, and let me reword it different. Tom Wiley and them. They going to tell on everybody else who's stealing and doing the wrong. So that's how my strategy, because Tupac told me, sue them, and they're going to tell you the truth on who did what, because they don't want to get sued, so they're going to find out who over here fucked up the paperwork.
Right.
And we're going to tell on y'all, and it's going to be that. Mr. Dash, we had no reason to do all that shit. It was these motherfuckers right here. Okay, now, bam. That's right. What Tupac told me. Sue them, and they're going to tell you who the culprit is.
Gotcha.
So, you know, I'm just chilling, man. You know, all we doing is just opening up the books.
As you should. Another question I got for you is, y'all had recently, I think last year, released a new Dogg Pound album, but you didn't do no production on it. Why the hell would we want to hear a Dogg Pound album without Dad's production?
Because Snoop wanted all the money, the production, the publishing, because he got to deal with the producers where he get half, and he know if I do it, hell, I'm not signing off on my shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and then he wanted to copyright the Dogg Pound name behind my back. So in May of 2025, they copyrighted DPG and the Dogg Pound. Now remember, I'm in their face in July, and they acting like everything is cool. We chilling, smoking. Ain't nobody say nothing about this shit till I go home, get on my computer, and look at registration on my shit to make sure it's all updated. Right. I got the paw updated, which is the paw, which is that right there.
Yeah.
The logo. And it said that Death Row Records just trademarked the Dogg Pound. And I'm like, what? So I hear Snoop like, real calm. What's up with the lawyers? Nigga, they handling my business, nigga. All that shit and just tripping out and shit. And so, I'm telling you, it's over with, all that other shit. And he don't want to do business with me no more because he thought he had that shit. And then I would have to ask him for permission to do a Dogg Pound album because he got the name trademark.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. And then I just went on a spaz mode. And wow. Now he's trying to get everybody to go against me in the city and all over. If you fucking with Dash, you can't fuck with me. Niggas that do videos for me, all that shit. Yeah, I don't even know who to call no more. Niggas don't want to talk to me no more. I'm like, is your phone tapped?
That's the sucker stuff about the industry that I don't like, because I get that from the Jay-Z nut lickers. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that.
But I really don't trip. I'm a Gemini. I hang by my motherfucker self. I don't need nobody to have fun but me.
Same thing with me as a Taurus. Same thing. My man Paul said, "What up, Choke? Hey, Daz, I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I love your contribution on Death Row Records. I'm impressed by your knowledge of the business."
Yeah. Just don't let nobody, always don't be afraid to ever say no. Give a fuck if he bigger than King Kong looking like Suge Knight and P. Diddy. You can 100%. Say no. Just know how to fight. You get up out of it.
Damn, so now that Snoop trademarked Dogg Pound.
He didn't because he couldn't trademark the name the Dogg Pound because the Cleveland Browns own the name the Dogg Pound.
Oh, okay.
You remember the Cleveland? They couldn't do that because somebody else owned the DPG. Right. But they couldn't do the paw. See, this is the money maker. The paw is the money maker, like the Apple sign. When you see this paw, you know that's Dogg Pound.
Right. So if you and Corrupt do a new album, how do you title it?
I titled it the Dogg Pound. We still use it.
Oh, okay.
It's just I made a business out of it. And it's untrademarkable because they're not tripping over there at the Cleveland Brown. Because we spell it D-O-G-G, you know what I'm saying? But the paw is where the money at.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? On hats and all that shit.
So are you and Corrupt still locking in on music?
We cool, but we not locking in on music. He over there at Death Row Records, so Dog told him, don't talk to you. No.
Come on, he can't do that. Like,
hey.
Yeah?
Hey, he doing it right now.
That's crazy.
That's like I told you, he got that money up there, and them niggas like a dog. And he got that motherfucker like that. He got the $5 bills, the $100 bill.
Yo, you a fool, nigga. Place to Vince said, was Daz there where RBS stole Suge's fried chicken?
Yeah, I was there. Who was that know about that story?
I don't know. He must have heard one of them.
That was a story when we was on tour in Chicago, and the bodyguard, Malik, that was with Snoop that got into the trial, he ate the chicken. But it was Suge Knight's chicken. And they was tripping on him, and we stood up for him. RBX stood up for him.
Oh.
And that's how that incident came. And we stood up like, nigga, RBX our cousin, nigga.
Right.
Ain't nobody finna do shit around here. And Suge pull his little gun out and shit and all that. He was mad about that barbecue chicken, though, nigga. And that was that point right there in Chicago, yeah, at the Regal Theater.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Niggas would fight over some chicken. Yo,
hell
Death
yeah.
Row, man. If it was no gangs, California have a lot more niggas living.
But
Do
it
you
is.
know that? If it was never a thing called gang culture, you know how many more people be alive in California?
Shit, there's always been gangs from the mafia to the police. It was just named different. And niggas didn't know about organization.
Yeah, and we wind up taking all our own people out.
Yeah, because everybody got afraid and
Growing
everybody
up.
wasn't afraid. Everybody was scared and people wasn't scared. So, people take advantage when they got to do with money in this situation.
Right.
I just be chilling. I'm not worried about no money. I can make money. I can hustle. You know what I mean? Out
Yeah,
of,
no
out of
doubt.
my whole crew, they know Daz Dillon's gonna go out there and get it. Cause I was doing independent when I got off death row, so I knew about getting $8 to $10 a unit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Selling 10,000, I can make me 800 G's. You know what I'm saying? Off 100,000 units.
Right. So let me ask you, was Death Row better when before Suge went to jail? Or was Death Row better when Reggie was running it?
In the beginning, when Suge had that motherfucker, niggas was, coming up, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Wasn't no animosity, wasn't no other shit. Then when people started going to jail, that's when Reggie Wright and them came in there, and it was conquer over it. It was his attitude because he was so fat. When I looked at that little video when Suge got off the airplane when he got out of jail, that nigga Reggie Wright was fat as a motherfucker. So, he had his little complex issue and shit.
Right.
So, it was better in the beginning.
Were you aware that Suge had found out that I think it's called Ken Tron was stealing money, and they stole like 20 million from him, and he was mad with David Kenner?
I never knew all that until about the business and all that. We just was concentrating on the music and stuff.
Right.
But then you hear about that type of shit though, because I heard he was running for his life, the little white boy.
Yeah, I seen that in some court documents too.
I tell you, it was so much, like I be telling right now, it's so much money making around death row, you got to steal.
Right.
Because you don't want to give it away to them motherfuckers and they, you know what I mean? You get $100 million, you got to give 50 of it away. You're not trying to do that to a nigga that look like us.
Right. Well, my question is, why is all the street niggas cool with this crooked ass, dirty ass Reggie?
I mean, he probably got some shit on him. He ain't got nothing on me.
Right. It's like, to me, it feel like everybody be scared of Reggie. Like I know Reggie.
How can you be scared of a nigga in a diaper?
Well, he always wasn't a little.
You ever talking about, somebody told you that? Yeah. She told me that. Yeah. We gotta go to Walmart and get them diapers.
Yo, what you call it? This is just a random question because I always heard Sharitha Knight say if she wanted to take half of Death Row, she could have took it.
She could have took it.
How?
She was married to her.
Okay, what that mean?
She divorced him, nigga. She getting half of that shit. They gonna split it down the middle.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just because she's confidently said that for years, and then there's Reggie Senior, who allegedly was saying that he knew that Reggie was gonna run Death Row if something happened to Suge. Like, how did they know this?
Because he was already in position when they should put him in position, slightly, and then they start building up. So nigga get confident,
Right. Wow. Okay.
So me and Reggie Wright stayed in the same apartment building. I stayed on the 11th. He probably stayed on the 8th floor or some shit like that. I used to wake up in the morning, you bitch ass motherfucker.
Right. Yeah, I think David Kenner would have took it before she did.
I mean, it'd have been a fight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But just legal paper and all that shit, motherfucker gonna get something when it comes to marriage and court and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And plus,
Yeah.
when you scheming and doing all other type of shit, you don't know what's going on. So that's why it was a bunch of shit in the mix, paperwork being signed, still in the shit. When you got paperwork and contracts that no lawyer can see or nobody else can see, you would change anything to make things happen. Then when it goes into bankruptcy, then it's all fucked up. Now you got to fight it because they saying this and that. But like I said before, I need a notary public, a notary to do my shit. And if it ain't a notary public, then the motherfuckers ain't legal.
Right.
And like I looked in the copyright law, if y'all look in the copyright law, 1976, A and B, it says there are no things called work for hire when you're doing music. That's not in the copyright. They try to make that the 10th law of the copyright, but it got rejected. Now, if they say work for hire, that means you got to have insurance, all the shit that come with when you're working for a company, right? Ain't none of that shit in this shit. So that don't abide by. So if this a motherfucker got you for a work for hire, he lied to you. You better go exercise that right. Look at the copyright law. Instead of registering your songs with BMI and ASCAP, you got to go register your songs with the copyright.gov. That's where you copyright your shit at.
The 100%. Nowhere else.
Yeah, that's where you copyright your shit. That's the real law. That other shit is like Savage is some bullshit. That's when you go copyright that shit to make sure that you truly own it. Those Tupac songs, I wouldn't copyright them motherfuckers. So you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm going after. I'm going after the masters. I'm going after that real white honky money.
Right. As you should.
And then it's all mine because it's 50%. I need that. This for my kids to eat for the rest of their life.
Right. I ain't
and
mad
if it's my own cousin that got it, I need that too. No hard feelings. It's just business. Now after I finish with them, I'm coming after you too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not just for Death Row shit, but for the Snoop Dogg days too. Remember, that's 2 lives he's working. The Snoop Dogg days, Snoop Doggy Dogg days to the Snoop Dogg days to now Death Row days. That's 3 pots.
Right.
I
want to give you props on something, but I know you never answer this question. I don't know why, but Suge Knight told me personally, nigga, you are the one that produced Doggy Style. He said that shit was done. You had that joint put together before the Chronic was even finished.
I told his fat ass not to never say that, but it's true.
I believed him.
Yeah, and so everything was signed off differently and shit like that, but that's true though.
Yeah, he said that Dre just came in, just added some touches, did the mix, but Doggy Style was already done before they even finished the Crown. You already had all that shit done already.
The same thing I'm gonna ask you is why I didn't get paid for it, you fat fuck. Because you was stealing the shit your damn self. Now, each album's supposed to, everybody worldwide that's on Choke No Joke Show, question number 1, when you do an album, does that album supposed to have paperwork to it, stating producer, writers, splits, shares, everything? We never had splits for none of the albums that we ever created.
None?
Snoop wanted to give me 6 points of the Dog Food album when it was released on the 30th anniversary. And my lawyer was like, where's the first 6 points at? Wow. You giving us less than what Suge Knight was giving us. He was giving, if you go over there fucking with Death Row, he gonna give you, if you an old school artist that, would have music over there, he gonna give you less than what Suge gave you for that shit. But ain't no contract, so why would I take less than what Suge giving me if it ain't no contract? So I'm gonna take you to court. So niggas don't take him to court because they got a lot of respect for him and shit like that. But he pissed it on them as soon as they walk up the door. Fuck him.
So why was it that you were just happy as a young producer to be able to, that they gonna use your music, that you didn't care to get the proper credit on Doggy Style? Or did they take advantage of you?
You just doing the music and they listen to the music and they like the music and they just take the music, but then you just continue to keep working because you think everything is handled when it's not.
Do you know you produced one of the greatest albums in hip hop, especially for a debut release?
Which one? Nah.
Like, yo, do you understand how anticipated Doggy Style album was, and you already had it done in the cut, and they just come in and put this on and put that on, and then it goes to be one of the biggest albums ever, and everybody think it's Dre and not you. That, bro, you a bigger nigga than me, bro.
I mean, you know, we was working on the dog food album because really it was supposed to be Snoop Dogg, RBX, and Rage. Me and Corrupt was put it on the back burner because Dr. Dre was producing their 3 projects. And then I learned how to produce, and that's when I started producing the Dogg Pound stuff and surpassed them because Dre wasn't doing a lot of work. He was, you know, partying and shit, fucking hoes and all other type of shit, and running from the police and high-speed chases and shit and all that type of shit, living the life, Dr. Dre.
Right.
So, you know, but now that is all over. The credits is running. The Ass Dylan just getting all his shit.
Right.
And I'm leaving everybody else to fight for their shit.
Would you say outside of the persona that everybody gave Suge, do you feel like there's a good part of Suge?
It's a good part and a bad part, but it's all bad for him, though. You know what I'm saying? He's a sneaky little motherfucker, though. He good at when he wants something, get it done. But once he get it, he trying to swither it and snake it from you. You know, when he start doing that little wiggle like that, that means he finna do something vicious.
Right.
So watch the
show, the leg.
Yeah. When he start doing that, he finna do something vicious. Watch.
Right. Yeah. Well, hopefully one day that brother get out of jail.
I'll be waiting for his ass too, because me and him got to get a one-on-one. He
got
got little
a
legs.
lot of
though.
one-on-ones.
I sweep him off his feet, having wrestling and shit. You know, them niggas got little legs and shit.
Suge got a lot of one-on-ones, a lot of fair ones. A lot of these will have to lock in with Suge.
They gonna catch you on the street. I mean, you know, when you're on the street, you're bound to get caught anyway, anyhow. So, you know, time will tell.
Yeah, no doubt. Shout out Suge Knight, man. But
bitch ass nigga, you, with your fake teeth, sucking up, eating noodles, and wearing the same drawers, fucker.
Yeah. yo, you're
jacking
a fool.
off watching a karate movie.
Niggas said jerking off watching a karate movie. Niggas, yo, you're a fool, man.
Hey.
Yo, is anything you want to add to this before we go? Anybody got any questions for Daz before I go? Y'all better put it in the chat now.
Want everybody to know about my new documentary coming out. I just found a fucking big ass suitcase full of DV tapes from 1991 till now. At least about 3,000 tapes and shit, and some high eights and all kind of shit.
Hey, oh, you try to be like me. Hold on, let me show you something.
I know you got history, Choke. Them Rockefeller niggas is looking for you.
I don't know what they looking for. I ain't going nowhere. I'm right here.
You know you got that sex tape.
Your joint's looking like this.
Yeah, more than that. I got trash bags full of
I can't. You know I can't hold everything. Now,
I know you got it, but I know you the man that got the tapes. I know you still. Do you digitize that shit? What happened when the tapes fuck up or when the hard drive fuck up? Or what do you do?
That's why I can hold on to the tapes. I got all my content. I've been digitizing for the last 6 months. Yeah. I did about probably like 3,000 hours.
Ooh, that's a lot of gigs, huh?
Nigga, you know how many terabyte drives I had to buy?
I'm
just be going out like this.
That 4K shit take a lot of memory.
But these ain't for. Remember, DV wasn't 4K.
You know what I'm saying? When you transferring that shit.
Oh yeah. The files ain't as big as HD, but it's definitely taking up. And you know, each one of these joints is an hour.
60
so
minutes.
Every hour, I'm popping in a new one, digitizing. And if I stop it, I got to write notes. That make the hour longer. But when I tell you,
I got one of them old computers with the iMovie on. All I do is hit play every time we go to a different clip. It records another clip for me.
Nigga, I can show you footage of you right now, way back in the day, in Magic where I interviewed you. Who else I seen that day?
And that was damn near 20-something years ago.
Yeah, nigga. It was you. You was with a few people, but I interviewed what's my nigga name from the Loonies?
Yuck Mouth.
Yeah, him was out. He was out there. My man from the Outlaws that used to have the bald head with the braids. One half his head was bald. One half his head was, not Fatal. He wasn't one of the Outlaws that was in the main group. He was like part of the clique. Damn,
I ain't know that. I just knew everybody that was in the clique. But I had a bar with everybody from the Outlaws because Tupac put me and Corrupt in the Outlaws. He told us, what's your outlaw name? He told Corrupt, you're gonna be Young Gotti. And he asked me, what's your name gonna be? I said, I'm Daz Dillinger. You know, I rob and steal.
Right.
See, I'm a thief. I hate when a nigga try to steal from me. That make me just go harder.
Right. Yeah, I ain't stealing nothing.
I mean, you know, back in the days, you know, when you young and shit, you know, when you grow up and you have your own shit, when a nigga steal from you, that make you mad.
Right.
But yeah, everything is cool,
so
man.
This documentary you working on, what is it gonna be about?
It's gonna be my life story. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. Yeah, you doing like I'm doing.
I'm gonna have what I'm shooting with my sons. They look like me, so I make them ride the bike with the radio, and you know, and put me a story together like I did. You know, I got a book and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, H. Ryder, that's his name. Good looking, y'all. Yeah, H. Ryder, that's the dude that I was thinking about.
No, I don't know H. Ryder.
Yeah, he a cool dude too. I met him out in Vegas.
Yeah.
You know.
But everything is good with me, man. I'm just chilling, having a good time, man. I can't complain.
Yeah, I just seen you did an interview with Trick. That's my G.
Yeah.
Trick out of
Detroit. We met Trick 30 years ago, the Goon Squad. We've been knowing him for our whole career.
Yeah, I know. I used to manage Trick.
Oh yeah, that's family, yeah.
Yeah. That's my guy, man. I love Detroit. It's scary out there.
You know. It's DA to the Z, man, right here with Choke, no joke. The Chokester.
All right, let them know what's your Instagram and social medias so they can go follow you.
Yo, at Daz Dillinger, and my website is www.thatniggadaz.com.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you can catch me on the streets in Long Beach, Atlanta, New York, everywhere.
Y'all wait. Before you go, I see you've been working with some New York artists. Tell us about that before you go.
Last year, I flew out there to work with the Locks. Shout out to the Locks. They let me into their world, to their studio. We produced the EP. And I got a new album that's coming out this year with Smith & Wesson.
Ooh, that's my guy. Take it still.
Yeah, I produced the whole album. So we've been working like that. You know, I just felt like I was Ice Cube with my production. So I'm going to take it to the East Coast and give them some of that music. So I've been just strictly producing all East Coast acts, you know what I'm saying? Giving them that thrive and just working with them, you know what I'm saying? And what's zero is zero. Nothing till we make some hot music and make some money out this shit.
No doubt.
And then I give them the pressure up to get that 45.
How do you feel about Jay-Z at the Roots picnic thinking he Easy E?
I mean, shit. He showed out, you know, he came, you know, for his New York Yankee Stadium.
Yeah. That's
and I seen
July.
Beans in them. You know, I seen Beans in there because we was there at Baseline when Freeway was getting put on. He rapped all motherfucking night.
Right.
At Baseline, because we was in there doing Change the Game.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I remember that.
We did Change the Game that same time. That's when we met Freeway and he was getting put on Rockefeller that night. He was rapping all motherfucking night, boy.
Yeah, that's that psycho light though.
Yeah. So, you know, just chilling, enjoying hip hop. I just appreciate everybody that always stayed down with Daz Dillinger. I'm a nice guy, you know, just about my money and my music. And don't ever let nobody punk you or take your shit, because you'll have harmful nightmares that you didn't do nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying, Choke?
Mm-hmm.
Niggas say something to you, you don't reply to, you start thinking about that shit, and that shit eats you up inside.
Right.
So
you ain't lying. That's why I said.
Go to your first thought, man, and protect your music like you protect your girl and your kids.
100.
It's your legacy right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's yours. It's due to you.
It's in your name.
That's right.
So, you know.
Like what do y'all call that on the West Coast when you got a button-up shirt?
A Pendleton.
Huh?
A Pendleton?
A Pendleton?
That's what we call it. You know about them gangster jackets with the gangster.
Nah. When y'all wearing like the button-up shirt and you only button it at the top and y'all let the rest of it.
That's some cholo shit.
Was it cholo?
Cholo.
Oh, okay. What's that? Like a Mexican thing?
Yeah, that's Mexican thing like that. They got a thing they got a store in South Gate called Green Manor.
Right.
That's where you buy all that shit from the hats, the Pendletons, the Croker Sacks, the fucking Romeos, all that shit. You want to dress like that? It's called Green Manors in Southgate. That's where I buy all my Godfather hats, my Pendletons, my Wallacees, and Romeo shoes and Pendletons and shit right there.
Okay,
that's Cypress Hill. Be Real. Shout out to Be Real. You know.
100%. That's what I want. I need to know the name because that's what Jay-Z had on at the show. He had the cholo
on. Looking like a cholo, yeah.
Yeah, he had the cholo on. I was like, yeah, look at Jay talking about Novaya Holmes.
They tell Jay-Z gonna press that thing out and look like Jesus now.
Yeah, he think he hove anyway, right? Go ahead, get that bird.
You know, I guess she do hair, so she like they must have cut half of them dreads off and they picked that shit.
Yeah.
To come out like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I like nigga, you had dreads down to here. Now you got.
Was that you that said nigga grew a hair but can't grow a mustache? Did you say that? Crazy fuck.
It is what it is, man.
It is what it is. But I appreciate it, Choke. You know.
Nah, I appreciate you, man. You're a man of your word. You said you was coming through, and you did.
You know what I'm saying? All the time. You my nigga. We gonna always connect and make shit happen.
Hey, we did the ATLA, baby.
You know all the time, man. This Daz Dillinger on the Choke No Joke Show. Y'all motherfuckers get on here too. Holla.
All right, subscribe. I'll holler back at you, Daz.
All right, for sure, brother.
All right, love you, bro. Thanks.
Reach.
Come on. Choke No Joke, you already know. Got my man Daz Dillinger. Kept it real. Didn't dodge no questions. Kept it a buck. 100%. You know what I mean? This is how we do. Choke No Joke, you already know. Shout out to everybody that sent in the super chats. Adidas, thanks for the super chat. Appreciate it. Paul, you know what I mean? Much love to y'all all. But shout out to Pork Butt. You know, so you was running Death Row, huh? I know you happy, Reggie. Reggie, you happy that Dad said that. Aren't you so happy, Reggie? Pork Butt. This next song goes out to my man Daz Dillon. Daz, you supposed to got on this song with me. Daz, I let Daz hear this song before I put it out, and I want him to get on it. And hopefully he can still do. But shout out to the East Coast, West Coast, worldwide. Choke No Joke, you already know. DPG for life. All right? One love.
No palm trees or trees in the palms of dealers and fiends. Late night roam the streets. Weed is weaker, but it's cheaper. Not many chicks frontin' like divas. Out west, every chick's a model like Eva, and you know I'm far from believing her. So I'm G'ing her like she G'ing me. Banging in LA is a different thing. At the end, you either dead on the bang, getting out, doing better things. On Sunset, where they hang. Hollywood, where they hustle for change. Times Square here, it's the same. No matter where you go, you'll find a lane. On the west, they kick it with Kane. On the east, trees the social thing. East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your raps, roll it up. If you rap West Coast, East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your glasses, take a toast. If you rap East Coast. When I'm on the West and I'm doing my thing, don't offer me coke or your nose I bang. Friends don't offer other deadly things. Thanks for the hospitality, we'll still hang. I won't judge you, leave me as I came. On the road to success, top of the game. Eat all the finer things in the food chain. Teach my kids to do the same. Whether East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your raps, roll it up. If you rap West Coast, East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your glasses, take a toast. If you rap East Coast. Gotta love life and offer wonderful things. Being to travel is a privileged thing. Came back to the East, air wasn't fresh. Streets filled with trash, various people in the eye. It's easy to tell who's upper middle class. Police and racism, same as crash. Back to where they not social, where they less vocal. When they don't know you, be careful, show you around the East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your raps, roll it up. If you rap East Coast, whether East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Pop your bottles and toss the cork. If you rap West Coast. Both coasts are known to give you fame. Got paparazzi playing cameras your way. Got you bobbing and weaving like Cassius Clay. Most thugs turn Muslim in older days. Change their name to Allah they pray. Probably till they decay. This go out to the east and west. For Big and Pac, y'all, let's connect. Whether East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your raps, roll it up. If you rap West Coast, whether East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. You can't get the West without the ES. So it's manifested that we connect. You know what it is. Choke, no joke. Learn from mistakes, baby. You know what it is. Greg on the track. Rest in peace, baby. Either war, we here now. You know what it is.
Choke, no joke. About to do a little smile treatment, you know. Yeah.
Choke, no joke. Yeah. It's choke, no joke. Let's go. Choke, no joke. Chicken, choke, no joke. Choke, no joke. Niggas choke, no joke.
Choke No Joke. The Tunnel documentary is out right now on Tubi. Make sure y'all go get that. The Tunnel documentary is out right now on Tubi. Here's the trailer. Check it out.
What up, y'all? It's Arthur D. Austin, better known as Choke No Joke. We out here at the legendary Tunnel nightclub, or at least where it used to be. Everybody asks me what's the Tunnel. The Tunnel was a nightclub that was owned in the 90s here by Peter Gatien. In 94, Stress Entertainment started a party called Mecca. In 96, Franchise Entertainment took it over and they had it until it closed. All the biggest names in hip hop perform here, from Jay-Z, Meth and Red, Dr. Dre, Snoop, Nas, Puff Daddy and the Family, Eve, you name it, they was all here. If you had heart, you came here. But everybody didn't have heart. So it's time for y'all to enter the club most people feared to enter, the Tunnel.
The Tunnel wasn't a unique hip-hop club, and its foundations were based on the concept of bringing hip-hop from all the boroughs to one location. And it was the brainchild of Peter Gatien. My name is Sterling Cox. I was the head of security.
Alpha Grinion, Brooklyn, New York.
My name is V.
House.
Sincere from Brooklyn.
Glenn Beck. Jumping Lee, whatever Lee you want to call me.
Omega.
Ray Mack.
Diamond.
Craig.
Candy.
Big Box. Big Country.
Ramona Diaz.
Big Penna. Big CB.
Sean Bass Raleigh.
Sean Brophy.
sound engineer.
DJ Johnny Walker Red.
MC Frank Jigger, the celebrity's choice.
Choke No Joke, legendary videographer.
Supreme Bigger Figure, Big Cap, The Warden.
Big G, AKA the ringleader.
The tunnel was a hip-hop nucleus.
It was the epicenter.
It was the domain, the temple.
It was the Mecca.
It was like the hip-hop Woodstock.
Nothing was that melting pot of hip-hop.
They kept the paradigm going.
It's almost like what Rucker did for like street basketball. The tunnel was that of music industry.
Hip-hop had a heart. That shit was one of the main arteries.
It was actually a Mecca. That's what the original name of the party was, Mecca.
It was like a time machine. That's how the tunnel was. You came out a whole different individual.
We went in there, young men with attitudes, and came out there wiser men with our lives.
It was definitely a starting beginning spot for artists to come and mingle and branch out and get your record heard and get your shit together, really, to go into the next phase of your career.
The tunnel was not open or did not open. A lot of new artists, or a lot of artists that we know now, to this very day, will have never been known.
All these artists out today need to be happy that the tunnel was fucking open. Nobody would hear none of y'all singing tight pants niggas right now. The tunnel was a platform for niggas like Jay and Puff, Woo and Mob and DMX and Rough Riders. Niggas don't respect these niggas today, man. You need to realize, man, without them niggas, man, and their platform, it made a lot of moves for niggas today.
It happened there, it made it relevant.
Became a pillar of hip hop.
The tunnel is the nucleus of hip hop. And I'll say all the way down south, because when the tunnel was open, wasn't too much going on down that motherfucker. Y'all can say what y'all want, peace to the south, but New York made the shit pop. New York was where it's at. The tunnel in New York is where you needed to be to pop.
The tunnel was definitely a hip-hop nucleus, yo. It was just like the galaxy, it bring other planets in. You have people from France, Germany, London, everywhere. If they came to New York, they had to go to the tunnel.
Hi, from here. I come here to meet you, and I'm going to all the place. I'm going to the Bronx, to Sedgwick Avenue, McCool Hook, do the party, and Cedar, and then I'm going to the tunnel.
It was our barometer for, how we were really gauging records, and we were really, studying the behavior of the consumer.
Saying it ain't just like how they do it now. You could just throw a record out and, wait 8 weeks, 10 weeks, whatever for the shit to bubble. Niggas was putting them records on to see if them shits get that reaction. And if the shit was popping, niggas would fast track it. If it wasn't, niggas would go back to the drawing board.
Absolutely. It's the definition of hip hop nucleus. Everything was there.
Everything that surrounded hip hop, from fashion to music, hairstyles.
Like, it encompassed every part of the hip hop experience, and they put it all in one building on a Sunday night.
If you go as far back to little hole in the walls and little centers where people start elaborating, playing the sounds and displaying the culture, to within later on you have places that was up in Harlem, like Harlem World, up in the Bronx called T Connection, just using them as an example of many other places all throughout the city. And then years later, here come places like Union Square and Latin Quarters. The last of the Mohegans of for real hip hop had became the tunnel.
Tunnel was definitely a hip hop nucleus. It really was. And you gotta say, believe it or not, the wagon master was a one-eyed white guy from Canada, Peter Gatien.
Nothing will ever be like the tunnel.
Choke no joke. Yeah. It's choke no joke. Choke no joke. Chicken choke no joke. Choke no joke. Niggas choke no joke.